Maybe it's because I'm a Londoner that I love London town. Well, folks, this is magnificent. This is London. And over there, Big Ben and the House of Parliament, all beside the famous River Thames. Now, Gov, have we got a smashing show for you tonight, lads?
Kissing them, throwing them back.
Oh, thank you, mother, for the rabbits. Oh, unbelievable, folks.
Fishing, kissing them, throwing them back.
Rexy boy has done it again. Tonight on Rex Hunt Fishing Adventures, we go trout fishing on one of England's most celebrated trout streams, the Itchen. And the human incinerator and the bush go wreck fishing for cod off the coast of Brighton.
Rex. Gone fishing, kissing them, throwing them back. Rex. Gone fishing, kissing them, throwing them back.
So without any further ado, folks, relax, grab a cup of tea, and let's get on with the show. Nice looking river, Ron.
Thank you.
Right there, Ron.
Yeah, good fish.
Oh, he's
yeah.
a good fish, yeah.
Yeah.
Great to see him in their natural habitat, folks. This is Ron Wilton, and he is the river keeper at Brainbridge Manor House in southern England. And this is one of the most celebrated trout streams in this area, if not the world. What is the job of a river keeper, Ron?
Well, we have to cut the weed every month in the river, mow the banks, keep down predators, poaching and pollution, and look after the fishermen and make sure that everything's in its right place for the beginning of the season.
Sounds like a full-time job. Poachers, what, people coming in here illegally?
Yeah, and trying to take the fish,
Oh,
and cause mayhem, you know.
yeah.
Or try to.
Tell us a little bit about this magnificent property. This is quite unique.
Well, this is the home of, or was the home of Mrs. Fitzherbert, George IV's mistress. It's the third house on the site. The previous two were burnt down, and at the moment it's a private residence.
Tell us how, as an international visiting angler, I could get a day on this most celebrated of streams.
You'd have to be extremely lucky.
Oh, I'm feeling lucky today, folks.
But there are stretches that you can buy a day's fishing, and it'll cost you anything from £50 to £150 a day. All depends on what class of fishing you're looking for.
And worth every penny of it, folks. We are very fortunate today. We've been invited onto this magnificent stretch of river by Ron. And I tell you what, folks, I'm just going to warm up my casting arm, because that bloke over there, Ron, I think he's going to be on international television, folks.
Any minute now.
Isn't he a magnificent look? And he's got a mate too. He just came behind him. Have a look at that.
Yeah, good.
Ooh, by gee.
Yeah.
I'm going to have a cast at him in a
Yeah,
minute.
well, we better get behind him, I think.
Too right. So a lot of you folk who have followed this series right from day one would understand when you're trout fishing, you move ever so slowly so you don't spook the fish, and where possible you fish upstream. And Ron, this is a perfect place to show the people the art of fly fishing.
Thank you very much.
Now, these small channels over here look as if they might hold some fish.
Yeah, yeah. There's a good fish laying just in that first channel there.
Yep.
You might be able to get at him. It'll be a bit difficult with your back cast, but
Oh, yeah.
you know, I think you better creep on, because
Creeping on, fellows. The Brontosaurus stomp. It's on the money. And, oh, just see. Oh, Ron, it's just
Watch you don't take you over the fall.
yeah, just fantastic. Oh, folks, that is just what fly fishing's all about. And you don't have to catch 8 or 10 pound fish, just little brownies approaching a pound. And he came up and he took that little Adams as if there was no tomorrow. Come on, little fellow. Whoa, he's down there. And I'll just hold him there for you, Ron. So how about that, folks? My first brown trout from the Itchen River here in the south of England. I suppose a pound 2, a pound 3 might see him out. And these English brown trout are as close to the wild thing as you can. He's like a little bullet, a little male, and didn't he love that, Ron?
Well done, well done.
You don't know the rules of my show, do you?
No.
Well, there you are.
I join
Dual
you.
kissing trout. And we'll put him, best to put him downstream so he does, or upstream?
Put him upstream, please.
Okay, here we go. This is just absolutely fantastic. There you go, mate. What a beautiful little trout. Now, Ron, back in Australia, we recognise the River Test as the home of trout fishing. As a matter of fact, the Itchen can lay claim to that.
Well, yeah, they're both equally famous, but really, this is where, on the Itchen, where it all started. You know, this is why we've got the window to Isaac Walton and the cathedral, and Hughes and Halford and Dr. Barton all fished the Itchen. But being the smaller of the two rivers, the Tests have taken most of the glory. You know, they're the king and we're the queen.
Yeah, exactly.
But long may they continue that way.
Does it surprise you that in some states of Australia, up until just recently, we didn't have any closed season or size limits or, in fact, bag limits? Do you believe that that's taking the ethics out of our great sport?
It goes against the ethics of all field sports. You know, you must give the river time to rest and things to regenerate. But if you're hammering at them all the time, it's not doing any good. I went to a certain river in America, and a small half-mile stretch, there was over 15 people fishing it, and they were hammering the hell out of it.
Yeah.
And I said to the lady, why do you do it? Do you need the money? She said, no, it's just like egg money.
Yeah.
She said, well, what would you do with my river? I said, shut it down.
Yeah.
1 rod a week.
In that deep part, right in the middle.
Yeah.
Just right in the middle there, Ronnie. That's on the money. That's on the money. If he wants that, he'll come and take it. He's not... Yes! And...
Well done. Get him
How
upstream.
about
Get him
that?
upstream quick before he takes us over the
About
weir.
that, folks. Oh, I tell you what, a couple of short casts. You don't lift it up because you'll spook the fish. He'll see the line. And there's even another couple of fish here I can have a go at after I say bye-bye to you folks. I tell you what, this is absolutely fantastic. Another beautiful Itchen brown trout in southern England. And we'd like to thank Ron for the absolute privilege of being on this marvellous waterway this afternoon. So a magnificent session of about 50 minutes, and the Itchen River trout have turned it on for the bearded burbler down under. Good company, dry fly, properly presented over the top of a willing fish. She doesn't get much better than this, folks. An English country garden and a beautiful stream. I tell you what, well worthy of a visit.